Public speaking is always something that I've felt very passionately about, in theory, for other people. I was raised by Chinese immigrant parents, and English was their second language. And I saw how my father would speak his mind when it was important to advocate for us at job interviews, even though he had an accent. And even though other people might think that he was less educated, he didn't let that stop him from conveying what was important. So when I became a publicist, a big part of my job was encouraging authors to step up and tell their stories in front of different audiences. And often they would feel shy. You know, they're very good at words when they have time to think them out and write them out and perfect them. And when you speak in public, there's a little bit of the unknown of how it's going to be received. And I would just encourage them and say, you know, you wrote this story because you wanted to share it with the widest possible audience. And this is the way you do it, is by getting up there and sharing it. And your enthusiasm and your expertise is going to touch and change people. So it was very easy for me to advise other people to do that. And then when I became an author, all of a sudden, I felt how terrifying it was to stand up there and say the things that mattered the most to you and not know how that was going to be received. I've been lucky to have opportunities in a lot of different settings, so I would encourage anyone who has a fear of public speaking to say yes to a lot of different opportunities, whether it's a small group. I've met with book clubs in their homes. I've had smaller gatherings at bookstores. I offer to give workshops to departments and organizations. And then stepping up to a different mic on a different stage in front of a larger audience, it all just becomes a more natural progression. So at this point, I have learned that the nerves that I feel every time are completely natural. And the fact that my mouth goes dry and my heart starts to flutter a little bit does not mean that I'm about to die. If I just take a deep breath and remind myself of why I'm here, the message will become clear. And the impact that you have on people when you see their eyes light up and they nod and they understand where you're coming from, it's so powerful. There's something in this day and age about how everyone interacts through screens and through devices where we feel disconnected. And in a live setting where you can relate to someone else as a human being who has, you know, emotions that they never knew that they shared with anyone, and there you are sharing your story. It is such an exhilarating feeling. So remembering why you're there and why the audience is there, and holding yourself open to connect with each other and to make changes in yourselves and therefore in the world. When people walk out, they leave different than they were when they walked in. That's so powerful. So that's worth stepping up to the mic and feeling a little nervous. It's worth all of the work and the effort.
Thank you for listening. Please review our other available content for help writing, publishing, and marketing your book. If you have any questions about the Author Learning Center, please contact us by email at authorsupport@authorlearningcenter.com.